Alright, so I may have found the most ridiculous tier list YouTube video yet to hit the platform, and I only watched the first few minutes of it, and before looking at the comments, and the comments were saying some pretty crazy stuff about the video, so I got my friend Sado972 here, and we're going to do a reaction to this, and we're gonna, see if we agree or disagree with his takes. And I just want to say beforehand, this is obviously just this guy's opinion. He said it's just his opinion. It's a really well-made video, especially because it's the first video ever uploaded on his channel. It's way better than ours, honestly. And, this is, he's a perfectly nice guy. I've got nothing against him personally, but this video is not it. So, let's get into it.
Let's hell dive on in. See what I did there?
Listen up to this Helldivers
Yeah, sure.
2 weapon tier list. Stay tuned as we do everyone.
I realize I'm not very funny, but it was okay.
Wait. I want to read that disclaimer.
Stay tuned as
I will not be covering melee or advanced weapon facts, blah, 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 blah. I'm not covering mods. Yeah, obviously, okay. These are just my opinions. Yeah, okay. So excluding collab war bonds, don't just take my word for it, although it can be trusted greatly. We'll see about that. Alright.
do every weapon from worst to best. Alright, listen up. I'm only going over these once, so pay attention. Kicking off the worst spot on our tier list, we have the SG8 Punisher.
You gonna unpause the video?
Alright, before you
Is it not unpaused for you?
Nope. Oh, there we go. Now it's working.
Okay. Technical difficulties.
Weird. Okay, continue. Unpause it.
Did you see... How many seconds are you in? I'm at 18 seconds in.
Same. But it's still paused.
Did you hear what he just... I paused it. Did you hear what he just said?
No, rewind it.
Alright, listen up. I'm only going over these once, so pay attention. Kicking off the worst spot on our tier list, we have the SG8 Punisher shotgun. Alright, before...
Oh, God.
Okay, so here's a list of a few of the items he says are better than the Punisher shotgun. The Constitution.
Oh, God.
The Peacemaker.
Oh, my God.
Torture. Torture's not even that bad of a weapon, but he just said the worst weapon in the game is the SG8 Punisher.
What is this man on about?
That is
the Punisher is
not
so
gonna lie.
good.
I don't know if we've got any TF2 fans watching this video, but this is the rebalancing the worst weapons in TF2 of Helldivers, if you know what I mean, if you know what video I'm referencing. This is one of those videos.
Oh, God.
For you Punisher fans, find out where I live, dox me, and let me explain. Our stats come in to be 405 damage, a shot capacity of 16, recoil of 83, and a fire rate of 80 rounds a minute. In the game where every second counts, the Punisher demands that you stop and play a one shell at a time minigame. While other teammates are laying down continuous fire, you're standing there fumbling with individual rounds like a confused 18th century musketeer. I understand this weapon does give you decent stagger, but with other weapons like the Cookout, I cannot understand this low damage output. There are so many other better options that exist.
What? Hold on. I can't tell if he's talking about rounds reload or it being single fire. Because if he's talking about it being single fire... Yeah, because if he's talking about how it's pump action, that's the biggest L I've ever heard. Obviously, a gun does not need to be fully automatic or even fire that fast to be effective. And it does not have a low damage output. I was genuinely shocked to find out how much damage it has.
Super high damage output.
And obviously, rounds reload isn't always the best thing, but it can be used as an advantage.
Great, I love rounds reload.
Yeah,
it likes to pop off so easily.
And it's outclassed. Sure, that's not that bad of a take, but it is not the worst weapon in the game.
Not by a long shot.
Not by anything. Actually, I don't know if he's rating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is rating second.
Please, I beg you all, listen to me when I say this. This is one of the last shotguns you ever want to be bringing. I'm putting it in F tier. Here we have this dumpster fire of disappointment, the SG-20 Holt shotgun.
I have never used the Holt. I do not have the Holt unlocked.
Me neither.
The only thing I know about it is like Commissar Kai's wonderful video on it, and he quite liked it. So let's just hear what he has to say.
Have you ever wanted to slap somebody with a napkin from a little kid's birthday party? Well, look no further. This underwhelming shotgun has a stun mode and a flechette mode. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
You are not, it's flechette.
Do not chop my head off. Our saddening stats come out to be 385, a shot capacity of 16, a recoil rate of 83, and a fire rate of 80 rounds a minute. While the armor-piercing rounds are cool, I would much rather not have a shotgun that's armor-piercing and just bring an armor-piercing or an anti-tank gun for that matter. This shotgun has no point being what it is. Don't worry, it does get better from here. I'm giving this one an F tier, but there will be improvements. And
he didn't even say why it's bad. He just said you don't need anti-tank or whatever, and then you just
armor piercing.
You don't need armor piercing, and then he didn't even say anything. He said this weapon is bad. It does low damage. I think he tried to imply that, which it really doesn't. Like, it's not a one-shot machine, and yeah, you can make the argument that stun rounds aren't very useful, you know, which is fine, but they're not that bad. Like, especially flechette
Are we allowed
rounds.
to go on tangents here?
Sure. Who cares how long this video is?
All right, I just jumped into a mission, and one guy's username was Gripin34. He's a level 84 commander, and I just think that's really cool. Anyway, and he's also wearing like stealth armor.
You're playing the game right now?
Yeah, I'm playing Helldivers. I'm actually using the Punisher. Dropping into bugs
Stuck
with
on
the
that.
Punisher.
Okay. Let's keep watching.
And better weapons to come. Dude, I've tried to love you, but I just can't. What I meant to say was...
What is he on about? No. Pause the video. Pause the video right now. The Slugger is good. It's like harder penetrator. I mean, sorry.
It's medium pen, yeah.
Yeah, it's just harder Punisher.
I only ever used it when the burrower guys, the burrowing strain or whatever, the rupture strain. When the rupture strain was in the game and I wanted medium pen and I wasn't sure what to use, and you know, it never really stuck out to me as a wonderful weapon, but it was fine. You know, I enjoyed my time using it.
This man does not know what he's talking about when he's talking about the Punisher.
Can we play? Hold on. Editing me. Can we play the Breaking Bad clip? This man doesn't know what he's talking about.
I just dropped into a mission, and an alpha commander was right on top of me as soon as I dropped in. I pushed that thing back like 10 feet with 2 shots, and then demolished it. It does not even stand a chance. Yeah. One just snuck up behind me. They don't even stand a chance.
No matter what he says throughout the rest of the video, it is an undeniable fact that, like, Punisher in last place is the biggest L ever.
Is almost identical to the Punisher in every single way, but instead of absolutely sucking, it sucks even more, whereas the Punisher...
What do you mean it sucks even more? You put it higher on the tier list. I think, like...
You can stagger bile spewers out of their spray attack with the Punisher.
Yeah, like, I'm not really the expert on bugs, and, like, am I...
You neither, but I just thought I'd use it.
It's a little bit worse than the Punisher, but it's still really good.
Punisher did 405 damage for hitting all your shots. The Slugger does 330. The only difference is that the Punisher has a light armor penetrating rounds reload, while the Slugger has a medium armor penetrating round reload. Being a slug, you have to be very accurate with your shots, which for a shotgun, I am not trying to do.
You have to be accurate with your... You said you had 900 hours in this game. Sit down.
Is he really?
Aiming? Yeah, he said that in the intro. Aiming is not a high bar. Like, okay.
Don't understand the appeal of this weapon. I've tried to love it. I can't. This is going in F tier. Moving on.
I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of just a worse DMR, but it's still pretty good.
Next up on our list is the
It can't be that
MP98
bad.
Night
It's
Submachine Gun. This oversized piss stream of a weapon was designed with one thing in mind. How much piss, aka bullets, can I put into an enemy before
wait, what
they
is this?
die?
This is
Stats like
like
90
you
damage
get
a
it
shot,
for
capacity
buying
of 50,
premium.
recoil of
Oh,
12,
yeah,
and
I don't have them.
1,380 shots per minute. I'm putting it in
Is
E
this some kind
tier.
of rich person weapon? Like too broke to
The
understand?
R2-124.
Yep.
Okay, listen to me. Whatever the hell you have against the Punisher, this guy acts like the Punisher, like, took his family out to the backyard and shot him in the balls. But, like, this is the worst weapon in the game. Undisputed.
The Constitution?
The Constitution. Maybe the Peacemaker. Maybe. Like, maybe there's a universe where the Peacemaker is worse. But the Constitution, I have more experience with the Constitution than most. I have a level 25 Constitution. Alright, I am the authority here. This is the worst weapon in the game.
Or
It's
Constitution
not that
Marksman
bad.
rifle. This patriotic relic from the first game is a comedic tragedy. This is the ultimate proof that Super Earth's R&D department has a wicked sense of humor, as bringing one of these to a bug breach is like bringing a sharpened stick to a tank fight. Coming in with stats of 180 damage a shot, capacity of 5, recoil of 60, and a fire rate of 60 rounds per minute. This bayonet-affixed meme of rifle is a ton of fun, but this is not a satire tier list, it's a weapon tier list, so I have to give it E tier.
He gave it E tier.
Is that better than?
Yeah, he gave it better than F tier. Like,
Okay,
I've
I've never really understood why tier lists work the way they did.
I don't
So you're
know,
gonna have to
man.
explain the.
Like,
You're gonna have to explain the tiers to me on this one.
it's literally just F E D E. No, F E D C B A S. The thing.
What was S doing there?
It's super. I don't know.
I didn't.
It's
never
like
get
the
that.
things he's saying in the video don't correlate to the ranking of the weapons. I don't know how to put it. And obviously this is like our opinion against his opinion, but he literally just says like how bad the Constitution is and then puts it lower than the stuff he barely even explained how bad they were. Like, there's no
The
correlation. between the
P11
things he's
stem
saying.
pistol. Oh my gosh, boys. Gear up for this one. This one is going to be super difficult. It's just a stem pistol. It's exactly what it says it is. The pro being you can help your friend if they are in a pinch. The con being if you point at somebody and shoot at them, they can think that you're having treasonous thoughts and kill you. But for that, I'm going to be giving this one an E tier. Don't
I've seen so many different things about the stem pistol. Like, if you ask every single Helldivers player where the stem pistol falls in a tier list like this, you get a different answer every time. So I'm not too mad for putting him very low, although I don't really agree with it. The warrant being this low is...
Don't worry. It's getting better
Which
from
one is
here.
the warrant again? That's
P92.
The warrant is the pistol that auto-locks.
Oh yeah, the smart pistol from Titanfall 2.
Yeah, sure.
All my Titanfall fans, rise up.
Like, I'm not going to say the warrant is like the game's meta, but in my opinion, it's mid.
The Warrant
49th
self-guided
is crazy.
pistol. This interesting little sucker is a gremlin that fires bursts of self-guided rounds. Although it can be set to an unguided mode at any time, removing the need to lock onto targets. Our stats for this one come around to 80 damage a shot, capacity of 13, recoil rate of 31, and a fire rate of 450 rounds a minute. Alright, here's my thing with this pistol. Putting it in F tier would be rude, as it is objectively not one of the worst weapons there is. It's an interesting take on the pistol, but it's not my favorite. All that being said, I'm putting this weapon in E tier.
He didn't say why it's bad. He just said he doesn't like it. Like, I get that he's gotta go fast, but, dude, you have to say words.
The P113 verdict is what happens when Super Earth's marketing department...
What?
The verdict?
He put the verdict at 48.
I don't
love
know
the
what the
verdict, but it is.
Wait, which one's the verdict?
Verdict is the
Oh, is
Space
that, isn't
Desert
that
Eagle.
Yeah, that one.
Dude, like, it's not a. It is a. This is balderdash. That's what this is. This is pure and utter balderdash.
Because I know what that means.
It's dumb.
Alright, so treat me as the 5-year-olds. That
This guy is. I don't know what the. Like, I can't wrap my head around how someone who has experienced this game and used these weapons could possibly arrive at these conclusions. I don't know how to put it better than that. Like, the Verdict is a better Peacemaker, and we've still yet to see the Peacemaker. Actually, I'm assuming that they're also ordered in terms of quality, but they might not be, but I think they are.
Designs a gun instead of engineers, giving us stats of 140 damage, 10 capacity, recoil of 32, and a fire rate of 450 rounds.
Here's a story. No. Here's a true story about the Peacemaker. We both me and Sato wanted to try to make a video about the Peacemaker, and then we both went out and got footage for it, and we hated using it so much that we gave up on trying to get footage for it and scrapped the whole video.
No, actually I have a script for it.
Oh, well, that's what happened with me anyways.
Yeah, same thing kind of happened with me. Although I wrote the script, I just never said anything about it.
Meanwhile, the Verdict is a genuinely great weapon.
Like a sleek silver firearm from a galactic action hero, it's actually in practice a very shiny paperweight that makes very loud noises. Going in E tier.
Again, I get that he's got to go fast. And, you know, he wants to make jokes, too. Obviously, everybody does. But he's saying... Who doesn't love a good joke? Nothing. He didn't say anything. Yeah. The Bushwhacker.
The SG-22 Bushwhacker triple barrel shotgun. The Bushwhacker holds 3 shotgun shots and it's able to fire them in semi or use all barrels at once and absolutely obliterate the thing that you are shooting. This sidearm is able to easily take care of brood commanders, not so much as hive guards since they are medium armor and this is a light armor penetrating gun. The stats for this one come out to be 405 per shotgun shell, capacity of 3, recoil of 108 with a fire rate of 650 a minute. This is essentially what happens when a helldiver decides that they want to carry a pocket-sized version of the Punisher, but with 300% more chaos. It is kind of a comedic funny delete button in a sense, so I'm giving it an E tier.
Alright. He's about to deliver one of the worst takes of the video.
An E tier. The AR-23A Liberator Carbine Rifle. It's essentially...
So, I don't know if you guys were there when the game was updated to include attachments, but when it was... like, immediately, the Liberator Carbine became the meta. And I don't know if they nerfed it since then, but it is not at 46, dude.
Why would it become the meta, though? Couldn't you just... Because isn't the whole advantage of the Liberator Carbine it has faster fire rate and...
Yeah, but with... So, its weakness was that it had significantly higher recoil, but with attachments you could mitigate that.
Essentially a standard Liberator that drink way too much Eagle Sweat energy drink. It's optimized for close quarters, which is super Earth code for we removed the accuracy and added a seizure. Anyway, our stats are 90 damage, a shot capacity of 45, a recoil of 18, and a fire rate of 920 rounds a minute. While John sits here and looks stupid, I'm putting this weapon in D tier. Okay.
Okay. It's at the
strap
very least
your ons
B-tier,
for this one. We got the VG-70.
VG-70 variable is a weapon I have no experience with.
Variable. This
hey, maybe we should get
Apex
Raptor on the call.
Let's put everything in one gun and hope for the best design philosophy. It's basically a futuristic musket that suffered a midlife crisis and decided to become an artillery piece. The stats come in at 85 damage, capacity of 49, a recoil rate of 7, and a fire rate of 550 rounds a minute. Honestly, this gun is just super weird. There's the full mode, which acts like a normal AR. There's the volley mode, which shoots a condensed burst at once. And then there's the total, which fires all the bullets in the chamber at once, landing you completely flat on your back. I don't exactly hate the idea. I don't necessarily love it either, so I'm going to be giving this weapon a D tier. We got the SMG 37.
I mean, he never really explained what's wrong with it, and I get that he has to move fast because he's covering a lot of weapons.
How many times have we said this?
I know people are going to say that in the comments if I keep bringing this up, but he never explains what he's talking about. He never explains why, because to put it in D tier, it has to be bad. What he described sounds to me like a B or C tier weapon. At least C tier, probably B tier.
Defender submachine gun. Our stats come in with 110 damage, a shot capacity of 45, recoil rate of 8, and a fire rate of 520 bullets per minute. This gun is essentially what happens if a break in a staple gun had a baby, and the baby was raised on a strict diet of managed democracy. It's the favorite weapon of helldivers who realize size doesn't matter is a lie told by people who don't carry a ballistic shield. This is why I'm ranking the Defender in C tier. The AR-23 Liberator Rifle.
Never mind.
Yes, the standard issue sweetheart. The first first love of every helldiver before they get distracted by all the flashy lasers and explosive shotguns. If the Defender is a sturdy brick, the Liberator is a Swiss Army knife made of pure unadulterated patriotism. It is the vanilla ice cream of destruction, reliable everywhere, and it gets the job done even if it's not fancy. The stats come in at 90 damage, a shot capacity of 45, a recoil rate of 8, and a fire rate of 640 rounds a minute. But sadly, my beautiful, sweet, baby, beloved darling, everything about you is normal, so you're going in the normal tier C.
I disagree with that, but not really because I disagree with what he said. More so, I think the quote-unquote normal tier is beer. Beer.
Yeah, we like it too. Beer's good.
Neither of us are the legal drinking age. Loyalist is another one I really don't know. Honestly, I think the Liberator is feasibly even A tier. I think it punches way above its weight, much more than most people think. And Plaz Loyalist is also just one I've heard good things about, but
have the Plaz 15 Loyalist plasma-based sidearm. Before we get into the number-crunching stats, two things I do want to mention about this weapon is that, one, it is explosive, meaning if you hit the ground or anything around the enemy, it will explode, obviously, and two, being that you can charge up the shot to deal more damage in a bigger radius as well. Taking a quick peek at the stats as usual, our damage comes out to be 125, capacity of 7, recoil of 6, and a fire rate of 1,000 rounds a minute. Not necessarily having any massive pros or cons, this gun feels like a normal in-between. The one big pro about this gun I do like against bots specifically is it does seem to stagger medium-sized enemies like heavy devastators or hive guards, so I'm putting this sidearm in C tier. Up next on our list is the last 7 dagger laser pistol. This miniature
like if you're gonna apply debuffs like stagger instead of killing someone, the best place to do that is your secondary slot. You know?
Yeah.
Recoil Piss Beam is a laser heat-based weapon able to do damage over time by igniting enemies if a beam is focused on them for a short duration, making it effective against smaller targets and for melting heads of automatons. Coming in with 250 damage a second, a fire limit of 7 seconds, and absolutely no recoil, the last 7 dagger is not bad. The sidearm that asks the brave soldiers of Super Earth one very important question. What if I wanted to kill enemies with the power of a slightly overpriced laser pointer? If you're looking for a weapon that screams, I have a specific hobby in optics rather than I'm a walking harbinger of managed democracy, the dagger's for you. Neither super good nor super bad, I'm putting this one in C tier. We've got the R2 Amendment Marksman.
No, I will die on the hill that the Amendment is a fantastic weapon. It's one of the weapons I have the most fun with in the entire game because it's the DC. It's basically all the good things about the diligence, about the base diligence, but the 10 times scope of the DCS. You know, it's just a really, really good weapon. Putting it below the DCS or diligence is a huge L.
Rifle. Describing itself as a semi-automatic ceremonial rifle equipped with a bayonet, it can also be set to fire in 3-shot bursts. But if you had a finger as democratic as mine, semi wouldn't mean Taking a quick peek at our stats, we got a damage of 200, a shot capacity of 20, recoil of 29, and a fire rate of 480. Now this weapon is similar to the Constitution rifle, but definitely performs better. I love the affixed bayonet on it. It's fun.
I'll say this, it is not similar at all to the Constitution. It's a modified version of it, and it kind of looks semi-recognizable, but it's actually really different in gameplay because, you know, the Amendment is good.
Yeah. Constitution, bottom of the list.
No, don't you understand that the Punisher is
melee with its fun, it looks nice, but the overall rating is going to land it in a C tier. The last 13...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Cooked.
Repeat that.
I just finished the whole mission on bugs with the Punisher. It cooked.
How many kills?
It was really good. I don't know. I haven't gotten to that screen yet, but it was good.
The Trident is a weapon I've seen a lot of division about, where some people really like it and some people really don't.
I picked it up off a dead guy's body, and personally, I hated it. It feels like the laser weapons are fine. They have their own cool overheat mechanic, but the Trident, it just overheated so fast.
Yeah.
It was it had worse ammo economy than the Breaker. And I don't mean the spray and pray. I mean the normal Breaker. And I run short mags on that thing, and it still was better. And it with the you know, I thought, oh, it'll be good on Devastators, like the normal shotgun, and on the light guys. And it was not. It was just so bad at taking out Devastators. I just could not do it without it overheating.
Yeah. Like I said, very divisive weapon.
Trident energy-based shotgun. Being a light armor penetrating heat weapon, this weapon can set small enemies ablaze. The one complaint about it though is just the light armor penetration. This was originally from Helldivers 1, and I love the fact that they brought it into the second game. Everything else about the gun though, I absolutely love. That's why I don't have anything necessarily negative to say about it that would put it in a bad placement. But enough yapping, let's get down to the stats. They are as follows: 360 damage, a fire limit of 2. Fire limit means how long you can hold it down before the heatsink burns up. Holding it down for 2 seconds is absolutely not the stat on this. I don't know exactly what that means. You all are more than welcome to correct me and let me know what it is in the comments, as I genuinely don't know. With a recoil of 4 and a fire rate of 300 bursts per minute, this weapon's fun. It's an interesting take on the laser weapons, and again, I love that they added it from the first game. I do see situations where this weapon could be useful, but overall, I'm giving it a C tier. The SG-2.
I don't like. He just said he really liked the weapon, and then he gave it a C tier.
He said that was normal tier, so...
Yeah, I get that, but to me saying C tier is normal tier is... I don't know, it's your tier list. Breaker Spray and Pray this low is a crime.
2.5 SP Breaker Spray and Pray shotgun. Oh boy, I'm gearing up for the hate on this one. I know some of you will absolutely adore this gun. And don't get me wrong, it is a good gun, but you probably won't be happy with the outcome I'm gonna put it in. But I'm being honest. You wanted honesty? Our stats for this puppy as follows: 240 damage, a shot capacity of 26, recoil of 40, and a fire rate of 330 rounds a minute. Listen, when I first played the game, this and the Breaker Incendiary were like the 2 best goated guns ever. But with all the recent balances and all the different changes, I'm going to be putting this one at C tier just because there are a lot of other options that outperform this one. Moving on.
Okay. I want to talk about this, actually. I should have talked about this way earlier. One thing I really, really, really hate, probably the most about this tier list, is the fact that he's only making 1 tier list and not 3, like 1 for each faction in the game. Because I brought the Breaker Spray... No, you kind of have to do that. Or you have to specify which faction you're ranking it around. Because the Breaker Spray and Pray is so genuinely terrible against bots. Like, I brought it on a mission against bots and it sucked.
I run it on bots all the time. I love it.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I don't care. Well, you know what? Yeah, I was exaggerating. It's not that bad, but it's definitely a weapon that shines on bugs. And like, I can't help but feel like he's not, like he didn't use it on bugs that much or something. Like, that's the only explanation I have, because it is a goated weapon. It is my go-to pick for whenever I feel like diving bugs.
Speeding up, the P35 Re-Educator gas dart pistol. This stealthy mass chaos-inducing weapon is enough to send hordes of Volus absolutely mad. It can cause Terminids and automatons, including Volus, to turn on each other, though it does not guarantee they will exclusively fight their allies. Enemies affected by the gas become delirious, causing them to act erratically, often attacking thin air or nearby units for roughly 5 seconds. While our stats come out to be 60 damage, a shot capacity of 6, recoil of 10, a fire rate of 1.
The first time I used this, it was on a commando bots mission. And I just kind of sat there and marveled at how funny it was against the Hulks. There were like 4 Hulks on a point, and one of them looked straight at me, started shooting, and I shot it in the face. And it just stood there, like unloading its guns into a tree behind me as I walked around it and shot it in the back and destroyed it. It was hilarious. Yeah. And elevators overseas, they just start spasming out, bro. I haven't used it.
In my opinion,
I haven't used it in a while, but I'm pretty sure it still works the same.
In my opinion, like, if you're gonna have a secondary if you're gonna have a weapon that inflicts a status effect, it's got to be a secondary, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's also the incendiary primaries and the concussive wait.
Yeah, but in my opinion, the zone is
Hold on. So I'm still unsure what fire limit is.
It's something to do with heat sinks. Alright, let's keep watching.
110. Yeah. I give this gun a B tier.
Yeah, you know what? I'd give it A.
Oh my god. I'd give it A.
I'd give it A, but B I think
I
is
accept
The
somewhat
AR-32.
reasonable. Oh my god, the pacifier. There are a few weapons I despise more than the pacifier.
It is not even that bad.
You know what? Yeah, like from an objective perspective, it's not all that bad. When I like see it used, I can't help but think that it's a really weak weapon.
It's just a liberator, but like
Worse.
pacified. Yeah.
It falls into the trap of why would I bring a stun primary when I can bring a kill primary? It falls into the trap of just having not enough DPS, in my opinion. And
Pacifier assault rifle. A large capacity assault rifle firing humane stun rounds. This gun is meant to put distance between you and whatever is chasing you.
Literally, look at the gameplay on the screen. He got ran down by a radical and wasn't able to stun it because he ran out of ammo so quickly. Like,
yeah, the stun is also, when I used it, the stun didn't last very long.
The evidence against what he is saying is on the gameplay that he... like, the evidence against what he is saying is the gameplay he is showing us.
Whether it's a cyborg on crack or a brood commander charging headfirst, this gun puts the halt to things. Our stats for the Stunny Boy are 55 damage capacity of 40, recoil of 18, a fire rate of 700.
Like 55 damage. 55 damage is like
nothing. Slapping your enemies with wet paper.
And cool, 700 fire rate. But what's that like? Okay, I don't know the full math, but I don't think that makes up for DPS anyways. And it's just bad. It just sucks.
100 rounds a minute. I love the idea and I love the weapon functionality on this one. I'm putting it in B tier. The R63 CS Diligence Counter Sniper, a modified diligence rifle offering increased damage at the cost.
This is a hot take I had that a lot of people disagreed on me with, you know, reasonably, about how the Diligence is better than the Diligence Counter Sniper, and it seems like he actually agrees. I would consider them like very close, but I think it's, you know what, this is the first definitive hot take, or I don't know if it's definitive, the first hot take I would agree with, that the Diligence Counter Sniper is worse than the base Diligence.
Of some maneuverability. This semi-auto sniper has bukudos to offer, being very accurate at long range and dealing decent damage. Our stats come out to be 200 damage capacity, 15, a recoil of 33, and a fire rate of 350 rounds a minute. It's solid, it's sturdy. I'm giving this one a well-deserved B tier. We got a hot topic coming in with the AR-23C Liberator Concussive Assault Rifle. This be-gone foul demon of a rifle, unlike the pacifier where it stuns them, this one trades that stun for stagger. The stats are as follows: 75 damage capacity of 60 rounds in the drum magazine, recoil of 22, and a 400 round per minute fire rate. I know, I see the pick rates before I even do this tier list. I'm not trying to appeal to the masses. I'm trying to give my honest opinion, and
this gun, I know that this gun has its fans, and this guy's obviously one of them, but whenever I use it, I just can't shake the feeling that I'm using a worse Liberator. Like, in every way.
Honest opinion is the Liberator Concussive, which is one of the least pick weapons, is one of the best ARs against hordes that there is. The stagger is unmatched when it comes to illuminated bug front. I cannot overlook this weapon.
What?
Stalwart.
Yeah,
best primary in the game, Stalwart.
Giving it a B tier. The P19 Redeemer Sidearm. This
You did not rank the Redeemer below the Peacemaker. You did not.
Oh my god. I have no words for this man.
There is literally no way that that specific decision was made either sober, educated, and while paying attention. Like, he was either not paying attention, not sober, or just hasn't used the Peacemaker and has forgotten just how bad it is.
Uzi-like mag-dumping pistol. It's a super great thing to have in your back pocket. I know you all have played this game before, see me put it in the Redeemer this high, and are most likely upset. Why would he put it above the Loyalist? Why would he put it above the other ones? Well, listen up, Josh. A good reason why is our stats are as follows: 70 damage, a shot capacity of 31, recoil of 14, and a fire rate of 1,100 rounds a minute. You think that's it? But here's the kicker. Clearing hordes of small bugs or anything that is close on you, I always keep that thing on me. I'm putting this sucker in B tier. The Plas 1 Scorcher plasma rifle firing a bolt of superheated compressed gas which explodes upon impact.
What was that?
I don't think he's ranking these. I don't think he's ranking these in order.
Well, no, because like they keep going up. You know, like at the start he was putting everything in F, then D, then E. I think he is.
Is he really? There's no way.
Maybe
I refuse to
look like.
Let's just finish the video and then give our final.
I don't use plasma weapons really at all, so...
Our stats for this one are
Which one is this?
500, shot capacity of 15, recoil of 16, and a fire rate of 1,000 rounds a minute. Also, FYI, to get those explosive shots that you need, you have to fully depress the trigger until it is fully charged, releasing the explosive burst of gas that you need. I love the responsiveness and the damage output that this gun has, shooting the ground or anything...
Did you see... Did he burn the shields and then throw a thermite?
900 hours in this game.
This guy is
I love the responsiveness and the damage output that this gun has.
This guy is an absolute expert. There are no easily observable flaws within his gameplay. Like that time he shot a scavenger with an explosive weapon from a distance of like 0.5 meters and killed himself.
Shooting the ground or anything around the exploding radius will affect everything. The only issue I have with this one is its restricted ammo capacity, but other than that, that's just enough to land it in B tier.
Restricted ammo capacity? Yeah, fair. Honestly, I've heard that about plasma weapons.
We got the SMG 72 Pummeler submachine gun. This high ammo capacity stun SMG, similar to the pacifier. Our stats come in at 85 damage a shot, cap of 45, recoil rate of 9, and a fire rate of 475 stun rounds a minute. The Pummeler is a one-handed light armor penetrating submachine gun designed for high stagger crowd control. Not only do it stagger and push back, but it also keeps enemies frozen in place, making this an excellent choice for bug front.
What gun is this?
This is the Pummeler. Which, as far as stun weapons go, is probably the best, honestly. But just... I wouldn't put it this high. You know, because stun is never going to be better than hyper lethal. You make the argument it's the same tier as the Defender, but really I think they're very close.
As it keeps those pesky Terminids away from you and absolutely stops stalkers in their tracks. Only 1 to 2 shots in the head is what is required to stop a stalker, and a few more from more medium-sized enemies. This one is going in B tier. The ARC 12 Blitzer shotgun. What if you wanted to live, but the Blitzer said no?
Oh, I love the Blitzer.
Well, I don't know about you, but I listen to Daddy. Remember, before Daddy or any action that could result in a child, be sure to sign your CO1 form. This is brought to you by the Ministry of Truth. Our stats are as follows: 250 damage, and infinite ammo capacity, recoil of 45, and 45 on the fire rate. This pump-action lightning shotgun with infinite...
I don't understand the physics of this, by the way. How does this gun have recoil?
Sense B make.
Ammo, medium armor penetration, and a 30-meter range. It's perfect because it fires a wide cone of electricity that arcs between...
Yeah, what's up?
I think... Oh. This is the Blitzer, right?
Yeah, this is the Blitzer.
Yeah. I like the Blitzer. It's fun, but personally, I don't think it's a very good gun.
Okay, yeah,
like
fair.
It's you know, it's decent. It's okay, medium pen shotgun, not bad, but it's not something I'd run, you know, on a D10 super hell dive on Cyberstan or anything. Anyway, that's just my take.
Enemies dealing high stagger damage to multiple light and medium units. I'm putting Zapper McZappy 10 in B tier. The AR-23...
Okay. I have only just recently learned that this is a true hot take, but me and I think you too, I consider this to be one of the worst weapons in the game. It is an objectively worse Liberator if you have thumbs.
I don't know, I don't think it's bad. I just think there are better choices.
It is the literal like textbook definition of outclassed.
This is the thinking man's primary. While most helldivers...
No, it isn't. This is the primary for people who can't aim.
Yes. That's...
Even if you can't aim, it is a worse educator, which, to be fair, he did put the educator above it, but still.
Are busy spraying lead into indestructible armor plates of hive guards like they're knocking on a locked door. The lib pin, as we call it, simply walks through the back entrance. It's the ultimate...
And deals 65% of total damage, which is already reduced from the Liberator.
Tool for the tactical specialist who values precision over panic. The standout feature, of course...
Just no.
He said the Liberator penetrate. I don't know who has to hear this. I don't know who's going through some kind of deep-rooted psychosis. But, like, the Liberator Penetrator is definitely not the gun for people who value precision. Even if you think it is a good weapon, it is a gun that is not for people who value precision. It is at the very least the opposite.
Course is the medium armor penetration. In a game where deflection is the most frustrating sound you can hear, this rifle ensures your shots actually connect. Our stats come in at 65 damage, a shot capacity of 45, recoil rate of 12, and a fire rate of 640 rounds a minute. Although I don't use this weapon that much, there is some love in my heart for the Liberator Penetrator.
Look at his gameplay, right? He's aiming for weak spots, and he's only killing them once he actually hits those weak spots. Like, all the damage that he's doing beforehand is inconsequential to the total. So I ask you, why would you use this gun instead of the base Liberator? They need to have the positions like swapped.
Here we got the
P2
Peacemaker starter pistol. Just like how the Liberator rifle is the SEAF standard issue, the Peacemaker is the standard issue sidearm. Offering a fast fire rate, generous magazine capacity, and fast reloading, our stats for this one come out to be 100 damage, capacity of 15, recoil of 20, and a fire rate of 900 rounds a minute. I believe that this gun does not get enough love for what it is. It's one of those guns that when you play, you kind of push it to the back of your head just because there's so many other sidearms. But taking a top look down on it, this pistol has a ton to offer. It's good capacity, it's good fire rate, it's good accuracy. I actually love it in some cases, so I'm giving this one a B tier.
When I was using, I think it got buffed recently, because the stats you were showing are definitely stats I don't think I remember. I remember them being vastly different. But when I last used the Peacemaker, which was a while ago, I can tell you that I couldn't like shake the idea of it being puny out of my head. Like, that's the word that came to mind. Puny. This gun is puny. It sucks. And it seems like it got changed recently when he pulled up the stats. But still. 1-2 is one of my
the ARGL 21-1-2 assault rifle. How would you like a normal AR
well,
that shoots bullets?
Well, how would you... about the Peacemaker is it may not be bad, but can you bring something better?
That is also very true, because it is
like,
kind of a worse
Peacemaker. No, the Peacemaker isn't bad by any means at all. It's just there's so many better options.
Yeah,
like pretty much everything else does its job.
The Verdict is a better Peacemaker. The Senator obviously is a better Peacemaker. The Redeemer is a better Peacemaker. Probably the Loyalist, I'd argue. Like, they're all just the Peacemaker, but better at the very least.
Would you like a normal AR that normally shoots grenades? You can have your cake and eat it too! If you couldn't already tell, this assault rifle has a grenade launcher attached to the bottom. Just hold your reload button. There's nothing wrong about this weapon or the other. Our stats for the Hush Puppy come around to 95 damage, a shot capacity of 40, recoil of 13, a fire rate of 650 rounds a minute. This gun feels amazing. It's super sturdy, super responsive, good ammo capacity. Honestly, I love the dual function for this one. This is an absolute must-bring for me for Bugfront. I'm giving this one A tier. Alright guys, wake up and lock in. We only have A and S tier left.
Nice.
The R63 Diligence Marksman rifle. This high caliber Marksman rifle trades magazine capacity.
I disagree, but okay.
I think that the Diligence is
and rate of fire for more powerful, accurate shots. Our stats for this one come out to be 200 damage, capacity of 15, recoil of 33, and a fire rate of 350 on this light armor pin gun.
People talk about like Arrowhead nerfing the shit out of weapons. They really don't. Power creep in this game is crazy.
Nerf the Coyote.
No, power creep in general is like way, because like if you were there on launch, you remember when the Liberator did 60 damage, and when even even the DCS didn't do this much damage. We have gotten so much more powerful over time, and people literally don't even know.
That's why it's called creep. Creeps right up on you.
But yeah, 200
Now,
damage.
Diligence Counter Sniper fans, I do apologize. I like this one a lot more than the Diligence Counter Sniper. When I want a Marksman rifle, I want accuracy, and that's exactly what the Diligence delivers, putting this one in A tier. The AR-61 Tenderizer Assault Rifle, being one of the only primary non-stratagem weapons where you can actually adjust the fire rate, firing mode, and scopes entirely. This almost zero recoil, absolute menace of an AR really packs the punch where you need it. Those places being in the...
So, people like to talk about the fire rate switching gimmick, which in my opinion is just that, a gimmick. It's not very useful or cool or good. Like, because either you aren't running siege ready and therefore you don't put it on high because it burns through ammo so fast, either you're not running siege ready and or a supply pack, and so you keep it on low fire rate, or you are and you keep it on high fire rate. You wouldn't really adjust it throughout the course of the mission, in my experience. But yeah, that's
the heads
really
of the enemies of democracy. The Tenderizer is very accurate over a long range. The only complaint I have about it is that it's light armor penetrating, but it still gets the job done exactly.
Skill I actually heard someone say, I watched a video once where someone said it was based off of the Halo's heavy battle rifle.
Yeah, the battle rifle. I mean,
yeah,
visually it is, but not really in terms of like actual function. Anyone complaining, like, I know he thinks it's only a minor issue, but in my opinion, LAP is not an issue at all.
Exactly how I need it to. The stats for this bad boy come out to be 105 damage, shot capacity of 35, recoil of 8, and a fire rate of 600 rounds per minute, although it can be adjusted to 850. Yeah. I'm putting the Tenderizer in A tier. Here we have the Jar 5 Dominator.
I have this weapon,
high damage,
and
explosive, medium armor penetrating primary weapon fires jet-propelled rounds that excel at destroying armored targets like automaton, devastators, and hive guards, offering significant stagger and precision, though it suffers from high recoil and low ammo.
I just want to talk about this. Devastators are not armored targets. You know how many parts a Devastator has that has medium armor? 1.
Yeah.
Capacity. The Dominator is a ton of
biggest part. So.
Yeah, individually, but altogether, no. Like, there's much more medium armor than there is. There's much more light armor than there is medium armor. But, like, 2 orders.
Fun to use and heavily suggested against bot front. Man, I want to look at the
stats. I don't think that's how that's saying.
Shut up. Just kidding, John. We love everyone here. Our stats are 275 damage and shot, capacity of 15, recoil of 58, and a fire rate of 250.
Way too high.
I'm giving the Dominator A tier. The energy-based SG-8P Punisher platform.
Oh, look at that. It's the gun that Commissar Kai really likes. That's the only thing I know this weapon as.
Plasma. This plasma shotgun acts more like a handheld mortar, firing explosive arched plasma projectiles. It excels in AoE damage and high stagger, making it effective against crowd control like bugs and stunning armored bots. Our stats for this one come out to be 225 damage, capacity of 10, recoil of 78, and a fire rate of 80 rounds a minute. I personally love the Punisher Plasma. This gun is awesome. The AoE damage makes this perfect. I'm putting it in A tier. Here we have the Las 5 Scythe. This continuous beam rifle functions as a precise zero recoil light armor pitted.
Continue.
The plasma Punisher can't shoot past, like, I don't know, the length of my arm or something. Like 2 feet in front of you, and it starts curving down harder than a spaceship in a black hole. I can't find any good analogies right now. Usually I'd be able to, but, like, I swear, it's just really bad. It's really bad. You know, they say arc. They say arc, right? And I imagine a pitched baseball arc, you know? Like far, but still arc. But no, it's like a rock. It drops like a rock. That's a good analogy. I finally found it.
Yeah. Okay. Talking about the Scythe, in my opinion, the Scythe is underrated, but it's still not amazing. It's a B tier weapon in my eyes. You know, it's the Scythe. It's fine.
It's good though. It has
infinite ammo, provided it does not overheat. It is highly efficient against weak points of automaton enemies from medium to long range. The stats are 350 damage a second, fire limit of 8 seconds, and a recoil of 0. I'm putting the Scythe in A tier. The CB9 exploding crossbow.
Ooh.
Literally the best weapon in the game.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Like you can't even argue. It's just
in my opinion, actually. the reason the crossbow is the best weapon in the game is because it is a counter argument. This is a counter argument to everybody who thinks power fantasy is a good idea, because the crossbow is what power fantasy looks like. Fucking boring. It's fucking boring to use. Takes no skill, no brain. It's not fun, right? In my opinion. Or,
this weapon combines
whatever.
one-handedness, explosive medium armor pen, and insane damage
fun.
output. The stats come out to be 620 damage, a shot capacity of 5, recoil of 26, and a fire rate of 50 arrows a minute.
Look at that damage.
There's a lot to love about this crossbow. I love its crowd control. I love the insane damage output it has. I'm putting this one in the A tier.
Yeah, it's
a bomb on a stick.
He put it in A tier and not S tier. That is one of the opinions of all time.
Unacceptable.
If we put together a list of all opinions, this would be one of them. We need to make our own tier list of these weapons based off his opinion of them.
Let's do it. Wait, what?
I'll put that in like...
He already did that. That's literally what this is.
No, just of what we think about his opinions. Like, his opinion on the Constitution, F tier. His opinion on the verdict, D. Like, stuff like that.
The SG-451 Cookout Incendiary Pump Action Shotgun.
But Cookout is...
You rated the other ones really bad. Actually. I didn't like him. You rated the Slugger bad and the Punisher bad. Shut up for a second and listen, Carl. Gosh. Not only does the Cookout have a good damage output, it also lights enemies ablaze and staggers them to high heaven. This gun is fantastic on the bug front and fantastic on the illuminate front. Even if only a few pellets accidentally don't hit or go astray and hit something to the left or right, it will set those things on fire as well. This is why the Cookout belongs in A tier.
Okay, so my problem with this is he's completely fucking wrong. It's literally like, can we get the meme of thing and then thing from Japan, but instead it's thing and then thing with fire? Like,
yeah, no, this is just the Punisher, but fire.
He doesn't even tackle the problem he had with the Punisher. Okay, the problem he had with the Punisher was that it was too slow to operate, I think, and this doesn't even solve that problem. It's the same gun, but on fire.
Yeah.
And what's the point of setting it on fire if you can just shoot it again?
Hey, at least the Cerberus has a cool reload animation in Season 9. All my finals fans, you get the reference.
This is the sharpened volcano fragment.
The SMG-32 Reprimand heavy-duty submachine gun. One thing that I do need to point out is that this is a two-handed weapon, unlike all the other SMGs. Due to the higher caliber rounds it fires.
No offense
by its classification, it behaves
fans
more
of this gun, but it looks like a staple.
Like a carbine or an assault rifle.
Yeah, I don't know. It just gives me like stapler vibes.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
This come out to be 140 damage, capacity of 25, recoil of 32, and a fire rate of 490 rounds a minute. The feel of this gun is so nice when you want something that has a little bit more armor penetration that's just going to pack that extra punch instead of having your damage tab because it almost meets that armor pen requirement. I'm putting it in A tier. The R72 sensor suppressed Marksman rifle.
Let's get Sato's opinion on this.
Specialist Marksman rifle is one of the first rifles to have an integrated suppressor and subsonic rounds, which drastically reduce the noise of fire and allow helldivers to eliminate targets without immediately alerting nearby patrols. While it shares the same base damage and light armor penetration as the Diligence, the sensor trains high projectile velocity for higher stagger force and a faster fire rate, making it a side grade that excels in tactical low-profile operations. The stats for the sensor are 165 a shot capacity of 20 recoil rate.
You know what? Outside of stealth, that seems pretty buns, actually, looking at purely the numbers.
It's a precision weapon.
It's 13 to fire rate of 400 rounds a minute. For those of us who have been playing for 2 years and having stealth is almost never an option, I'm immediately giving this one an A tier. The AR-59 Suppressor fully automatic assault rifle. Yeah, stealth is pretty cool, but what you can't do is kill something and then stand right next to its comrade and expect them not to see you. This AR is absolutely awesome, but when it comes to weapons like these, I would much rather have an accurate single shot like the sensor, unlike the mag dump of this weapon, as I want my shots to count and not alert other things. I love it, still an amazing AR with amazing capabilities. My only problem is that I love to make noise and I cannot get a stealth clip. Our stats come in with 80 damage, capacity of 45, recoil of 13, and a fire rate of 850 rounds a minute. As you can
That is
probably tell,
actually
these
quite
kinds
high.
of weapons have a deep love in my
Oh,
heart.
yeah, no,
I'm putting
it's
it in
crazy,
A tier.
but
The last 58
I think
Talon,
firing
this
a full auto
laser-based
makes
semi-automatic
things notice
sidearm
you.
combines space cowboy aesthetics with
Talon
high-tech
is
energy performance.
something I've
Often
heard very
described
good
as the
things about,
laser
actually.
equivalent of the Senator, it features
Never
a
used
unique
it, but I'd
top-break
like to.
action for swapping
Yeah,
heat
it
sinks
is the
and is
laser
designed to
equivalent of
deliver
the Senator,
high-damage pinpoint
except for the
shots
fact that
without
it
bullet
doesn't
drop-off
have
or
heavy
typical
AD, which is the
recoil
whole
of
point.
ballistic revolvers. Our stats for the Talon
Yeah,
come
but
out to be
it's cool.
200 damage, a fire limit of 1, a recoil of 2, and a fire rate of 750 shots a minute. The Talon, like the Senator, is an amazing sidearm pick. The only thing that it trades off is medium armor pin, whereas the Senator has heavy armor pin, but this has infinite ammo where the Senator does not. Pick your poison. I thoroughly love this gun, so I'm giving
This
this
is the thing I
sidearm
never understood about the Talon. Like, a support weapon with infinite ammo is big. Primary with heavy ammo is it's a pretty good help. But when's
Heavy
the
ammo?
last time you infinite ammo. But when's the last time you ran out of ammo on your primary?
Grenade
When's
pistol.
the last time you were okay, that's an exception. With a standard primary, like not the ultimatum, when's the last time you were like, gee, I sure wish this was a laser weapon. You know?
Redeemer.
Redeemer does not burn through ammo that fast.
What
A
are
tier.
you on
The
about? It
P72
has like
crisp-
what? Two mags, and
It
2
has
seconds of trigger
4,
time.
and you're constantly
Oh,
picking up
okay.
ammo. You're constantly dying, and you're constantly getting resupplies. Resupplies a 2-minute cooldown. If you're burning
Fair
through
enough.
like if you use the Redeemer as a primary, then of course you're going to run out of ammo immediately.
Flamethrower sidearm.
Crisper,
the Crisper
yeah,
is a
something I've heard
flamethrower
very good
sidearm
things
that
about.
absolutely is able to demolish hordes of enemies,
It looks
not
pretty
caring
cool.
how big or small, as once they are set ablaze, they will die. This pocket-sized flamethrower has gained its reputation as one of the most versatile secondaries in the game. While its range is short and the field tank is small, it punches well above the weight class because it functions as a miniature area denial tool. Being
Yeah,
one of my
honestly,
favorite
I think
sidearms
it's a
ever for
really
horde
good
modes like
weapon in
Illuminate
theory.
or Bug
Or
Front,
not
our damage
saying
comes
weapon
in to be
in theory.
380 a second,
It's
fuel
a
capacity of
thing.
50, and a recoil rate of 2. One of the biggest loves that I have for the Crisper is no matter what you throw at it, it is able to take it on, and it's always in your back pocket. Our first S tier on the list. We've got the last 17 double-edged sickle.
What?
This high-risk,
This
high-reward.
weapon I've heard is also very divisive.
F tier opinion immediately. Wait, is this the sickle?
Yeah, it's the double-edged sickle.
Oh, the double edged? Never used it.
I've heard very mixed things about it. Some people saying it fires forever, and some people saying this weapon just kills you.
Energy rifle functions as a super sickle.
Again, in my on theory, in paper opinion, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. I don't want to set myself on fire.
Removing the internal
I just
cooling
like the
safety
sickle.
protocols, unlike the standard LAS 16, which forces a reload when it overheats, the double edge allows you to fire indefinitely at the cost of your own health. As the weapon
Like, this guy almost died. Instead of just running away and reloading.
heats up, it progressively
And he has
becomes
no
more powerful,
stims.
but it literally begins to cook
He has to use an eagle strafing run against a scavenger and 2 warriors because his gun kills himself.
you alive. Based on how hot the weapon is when firing it, it goes from light armor penetrating to medium to
maybe I'm just
heavy,
dumb,
then to
but I just
anti-tank. You
don't
got
get
60
it.
damage a round, a fire limit of 15 seconds, recoil rate of 2, and a fire rate of 700 rounds a minute. If I'm being honest, this is probably the most versatile gun in the entire game, as it does amazing
No.
against bots, amazing against Illuminate, and
Okay, in terms of all 3 factions, yeah, maybe, actually.
fantastic.
He said, like, in terms of if fighting on all 3 factions. In my opinion, that title would go to the
Punisher
Diligence.
can do that
but-
too.
in my opinion, that title would go to the Diligence, but yeah, I get it.
Against hordes of Terminids. I heavily suggest this gun, and it is undoubtedly an S tier. The R6 Deadeye, this heavy-hitting lever-action gun, is a modernized successor
Literally, why did you put the Deadeye in S tier and the Amendment in D tier? Or whatever
to the R2-124 Constitution, trading the bayonet for high-powered scope and significantly higher damage. It occupies a unique niche as a precision tool that behaves similarly to the SG-82 Slugger, which in extreme ranges boasts 300 damage
He's literally, it's just like these other 2 guns I hate, but I like this one.
and medium armor penetration.
His medium pen, my bad.
Defining characteristics is its round reload mechanism, which allows you to top off the 8-round internal magazine 1 bullet at a time, ensuring you are never caught mid-animation with an empty weapon. The stats for this are 300 damage, capacity of 8, recoil of 83, and a fire rate of 100 rounds a minute. The Deadeye for me is an absolute must-have, as it is able to one-shot any kind of devastator.
I want you to cut back to the stats of the Slugger and show us just how similar it is?
Magazine,
hold
one
on.
bullet at a time,
just said
ensuring you
something
are
that I
never
really
caught
wanna talk
mid-animation with an empty weapon. The stats for this are 300 damage, capacity of 8, recoil of 83, and a fire rate of 100 rounds a minute. The Deadeye for me is an absolute must-have, as it is able to one-shot any kind of Devastator in the face and handle every other...
What?
Literally every gun can do that.
No, every...
Scythe.
Not really. Actually, the Liberator 3-shots it and the Tenderizer 2-shots it, but those are fully automatic weapons. Every single weapon that is single fire and, like... This is like advertising the fact that your car has an engine. Not a good engine, just an engine. You want to know a list of other weapons that can one-shot Devastators to the head? The Diligence, the Amendment, the DCS, the Constitution,
the Punisher, the Slugger, the Breaker Spray. I'm not sure about.
No, the Breaker Spray. I've done it. You just have to get a kind of lucky roll with the bird shot. You want to know weapons that can kill the Devastator so fast that it feels like it's a one shot? Every gun in the game. I do not understand saying this gun is good because it can one. That is like that. I don't. What was this ChatGPT?
Scorcher.
Was this ChatGPT? Like actually?
Other kind of bot with extreme precision. Very rarely will you ever catch me not on bot front with my Deadeye.
Even ChatGPT does not formulate F-tier opinions. Even ChatGPT has some thought. You know what? This man is truly deserving of the free of thought title.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
And these are all jokes. Obviously, we don't hate this guy, but this guy wrote that in the script, read it in a video, edited it together, and was like, "Yes, this is a line I want to have in my first video."
It's like, when people talk to you about impulses, it's like, think about all the ways you could have stopped yourself. You thought about it. You thought about doing it. You thought about how you do that. Every single step was a step where you could have stopped yourself from doing this. And yet somehow you went ahead and did it anyway.
It's a nervous tick.
Supposedly you have 900 hours in this game.
Does he not know that you don't need to deal 300 damage? Hold on. Let me look this up right now. How much damage do you need to one-shot a Devastator head? I am reading right now. Lord, forgive me for reading. Yeah, okay. It's 110.
Yeah, so that's like nothing.
Why is... Dude. This is an F tier. That is an F tier statement. This gun one-shots Devastator heads. I could throw a rock that would one-shot a Devastator head. Like,
I think your rock would one-shot your head.
That's fair.
Absolutely deserved S tier. The
P4
Senator Sidearm. It's rightfully earned its place as the king of sidearms, primarily because its effective function as a pocket support weapon rather than a mere backup pistol. While other secondaries struggle against killing heavy-plated enemies, the Senator is a high-skill, high-reward hand cannon that solves problems your primary weapon often cannot. Just like your CO1 form allows you to heavily penetrate, so does the Senator. This means it can decapitate Devastators, punching through the slits of hulks, and can even crack the armor on Charger's leg plates in a pinch. Historically, its biggest weakness was its grueling round-by-round reload, a significant
a support weapon.
Historically? You mean the first, 2 weeks?
They added a speed loader that triggers when the cylinder is completely empty, allowing you to get back into the fight.
For what?
They gave it a speed loader, immediately after release. To the point where most people don't care.
As fast as standard mag-fed pistols. Every shot carries massive kinetic force. It can stagger berserkers and stalkers mid-charge, giving you the breathing room needed to follow up that fatal shot. Let's be honest, holding the reload button allows you to twirl the revolver, which is statistically proven to increase democratic morale in Aura by 2,000%. That's why the Senator will always and forever belong in S tier. The Flam 66 Torture Flamethrower. Have you ever been on...
The Torture is something I just know nothing about. I have no idea how this works. The only thing I know about it is that it has the exact same stats as the Flamethrower, but with better ergonomics.
bug front or illuminate.
Actually?
And thought, man,
Yes,
I really
it
wish
is,
I could have a different support
direct
weapon instead of a
upgrade to the support
flamethrower
weapon
and still
version.
have a flamethrower. Well,
That's
look no
kinda
further.
crazy.
The Flam 66 is a primary flamethrower that has a little bit less fuel than the flamethrower support
it has
weapon,
less
but
fuel,
it does
I guess.
just the same thing. Being the big brother to the crisper sidearm flamethrower, the Flam 66 primary is definitely the way to go. Our stats for this as shows is 380 damage a second, fuel capacity of 100, doubling the crisper, and a recoil rate of 1. This is one of my absolute favorite weapons to bring against bugs, as it allows me to have my support stratagem slot free for anything like the spear or the recoilless or anything heavy like that. I am undoubtedly giving this one S tier. The BR-14 Adjudicator Assault Rifle.
this is
Choosing this
probably,
weapon, especially
like,
for the
it's
automaton front, is a
As much as I
S tier.
love my Tenderizer, my 1-2, and my Liberator, of course, I think from an objective perspective, this is the best assault rifle in the game. Not because it has medium pen, though, just because it does a lot of damage.
clear signal to your squad that you've reached a level
It
of
also has
enlightenment where
medium pen,
aiming
though.
is more of a suggestion and aggression is a personality trait. It's definitely a battle rifle and not a polite rifle. While other rifles like the Diligence want to sit 200 meters away,
I'd just like to point out him using a very high damage weapon, shooting into the chest plate of a Devastator, killed it slower than a Liberator shooting in the head.
and play tag with bot heads, the Adjudicator wants to be in the trenches. It has medium arm penetration, meaning it doesn't care about Devastator's personal space or chest plating. It's the gun equivalent of walking up to a toaster and kicking it until it stops making noise. Our stats for this come in to be 95 damage a shot, capacity of 30, recoil of 17, and a fire rate of
I can't
550 rounds
tell
a
if
minute.
toaster
Is the magazine
was a
capacity?
slur for bots, or like does he literally mean kicking toasters?
Does it really matter? Yeah, Educator being S tier is undeniable.
Adjudicator.
Maybe you can make the... Sorry, Adjudicator being S tier is undeniable. You may make an argument for A tier, but it's just really fucking good.
Capacity a little restrictive.
As to your
yes.
opinion,
But is it one of
personally,
the
my
best
favorite
guns in the
primary.
game, especially against
A-tier
bot?
opinion, 'cause
Absolutely.
in my
S
opinion,
tier.
it's kind
The
of obviously true.
GP31 grenade pistol.
Oh,
It's
yes,
widely
this
considered to be
belongs
the
here.
ultimate
True.
utility
Yeah,
sidearm,
fair.
effectively
This is my boy.
functioning as a
This is my
pocket-sized
jam.
grenade launcher. Its primary value lies in the
If you
ability to
couldn't
close
tell,
bug
my
holes and destroy
favorite war bond
fabricators
is
from a
Democratic
distance, freeing up
Detonation.
your grenade slot for specialized options like stun or smoke grenades. Video on that later. The stats for it come out to be 650 damage, capacity of 1, recoil of 32, and a fire rate of 900 a minute. That fire rate doesn't make too much sense though, as it takes forever to reload in its single shot. Anyway, I absolutely love this weapon.
yeah,
I'm giving the
I mean,
grenade
it's
pistol
kind of the
sidearm
obvious
in S
choice.
tier. The SG-225IE Breaker Incendiary Shotgun.
The Breaker Incendiary Shotgun is the spray and pray, but fire. This guy has something for fire. He like takes the worst weapons and just he takes really good weapons, puts them in the bottom tier, and then whenever they have a fire variant, they're automatically S or A tier. He's got something for fire.
Editor BMAC, put up that photo of the guy who's with his girlfriend looking back at the other girl.
Thing with fire.
Yeah, literally.
Gun. I'm saying this full-chested right now. This and another one are the 2 second best shotguns in the game. It's the
gonna bring
best
up
premier
the-
choice for the Helldiver who looks at a Terminated swarm and thinks this needs a more spicy atmosphere. It's why
You know what? I'm actually thinking this might be ran by AI, but I don't actually think so.
Nah, AI is not this stupid.
widely considered to be the best shotgun because it effectively turns the game into a point-and-click adventure where the clicking is optional.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
Not for you, I don't! The stats are 240 damage, a shot
That's
capacity
fine.
of 26,
Actually,
recoil of
That
33.
This
was
video,
pretty funny.
this video is very well edited. Like, subscribe
It
to
is
this
a
guy
good
if you
video.
like this editing
is a
style.
good video.
I'm sure his scripts will get better over time.
And a fire rate of 300
I
shotgun
want
rounds a minute.
permission
If an
to
S plus
post that ibuprofen thing, because that was funny.
category existed, the
We got permission to record this, by the way, from the guy directly.
Breaker Incendiary
Cool.
would absolutely be in it. Hands down, one of the best shotguns in this game. S tier. The
Do you have
R36
any
Eruptor
ibuprofen?
is what happens when a bolt-action
Eruptor,
sniper rifle
yeah.
and an autocannon have a very
S
loud,
tier,
very
S tier,
destructive
favorite gun in
child.
the
It's the
game.
only primary weapon in the game that
It's so
officially
funny.
classifies subtly as treasonous offense. The pocket stratagem, calling it a rifle, is a legal stretch. It fires jet-assisted shells that explode shrapnel upon impact. The fire rate is so slow that you have enough time to
They're
fill out
actually
your
not
CO1
jet-assisted.
form permit, grab a cup of liberty, and ponder the
they are,
vastness of space between
No,
shots.
they have-
If you
they have
miss,
pretty,
you don't just lose a
big,
bullet, you lose a
range
piece of your
drop.
soul. Before
I
this
think the Eruptor is actually a pretty balanced weapon by PvE standards, because it does have legitimate weaknesses that get in the way of using it.
PvE standards, as
Yeah.
opposed to what? PvP?
Yeah.
In Helldivers?
No, I'm saying if this gun was put into a PvP game, it would fucking destroy everything. But it's
Who cares?
Safety inspector stepped in. The Eruptor featured suicidal shrapnel, as it was the only gun that could kill a scout strider in front of you and simultaneously headshot you from 20 meters away with a stray piece of its own casing. It kept you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
The stats for the Eruptor follows: 455 damage a shot, capacity of 5, a recoil of 58, and a fire rate of 32 rounds a minute. The massive community of Eruptor fans can go ahead and like and subscribe to me, as I'm putting this one in S tier. The AR-2 Coyote.
The Coyote,
nerf
and
the
the
Coyote,
Senator
nerf
are
the
kind of
Coyote,
just the
nerf the
easiest
Coyote.
tier picks.
Incendiary assault rifle. This weapon
It's thing with fire.
is essentially what happens when an AK-47 decides to move to Super Earth and start a career as a flamethrower. When it was released, it quickly became the
He says that a lot, like, this is what happens when blank.
golden child of assault rifles because it
happens
refuses to respect the laws of balance.
Can't just say
Coming in
editor
with
BMAC.
spicy lead, medium armor pin, and a near bottomless mag of
BMAC of the
45
future.
rounds, this AK silhouette lets you roleplay as a 21st century guerrilla fighter while being chased by a 15-foot tall acid-spitting tick. Our super cool gamer stats come out to be 75
Did you
damage,
say
capacity of 45
acid-spitting dick?
No, tick.
Oh.
recoil rate of 20 and a fire rate of 600
I would be worried
incendiary
about
rounds a minute. This
demonetization,
AR
but we
is
don't have enough
beautiful, it is
subscribers for that.
perfect, it is very
YouTube doesn't
sexy
care.
if I'm being violently honest.
Editor
I'm
B
putting
Mac,
the Coyote in
put
its
a,
well-deserved
Editor BMAC, put porn on the screen.
S tier place. The SG
Do not do that.
225 Breaker shotgun. This is
Okay.
What?
Breaker and
What
S
is
tier is...
What is this doing up here?
This is
what
not
is
a bad
doing?
weapon. This is a pretty good weapon. This is an A tier, B tier weapon.
Editor BMAC, pull up that image of Steve, Minecraft Steve, pillaring up to the ISS with dirt blocks.
What?
Yeah, there's an image. I found an image of that online.
That's not even, like, relevant.
No, but that's just how this feels. It's like, what the hell are you doing up here? Like, S tier breaker? No.
How did you get here?
the
B tier,
Helldiver
maybe.
Core, the shotgun
tier,
equivalent of a
A tier.
triple shot espresso delivered
Maybe.
directly to a bug's face. It's the weapon for the Helldiver who thinks aiming is a valuable waste of liberating time. In the early days of the Galactic War, the Breaker was
Hold on.
dominant, it basically was
Pause
the
that.
only
Pause that. So he said about the Punisher that it was hard to aim,
Did he?
and now he's saying aiming is a waste of time.
No, he's saying the people who like this weapon thinks that it's a waste of time, and he really likes
Oh,
this
okay.
weapon. I don't know. I wouldn't take that too seriously.
Biased opinion.
I
like the
mean,
Breaker.
yeah,
I
it's
like the
just his
Breaker.
opinion. Biased opinion is you're saying the same thing twice.
primary weapon
know.
allowed
I
in
like the
polite
Breaker, but I don't
society.
think
It
it's
turned
S tier.
stalkers into
Me too.
confetti and made hunters regret ever evolving legs. Our stats come out to be 330 damage.
Real.
Like, that line is kind of... Like, I don't want to throw around ChatGPT accusations. I don't want to throw... But that line... I don't know. Something about
Capacity
it.
of
There's
12,
something about
recoil
the
of
script.
42, and a fire rate of 300
Okay, but,
rounds
like,
a minute. This
AI is everywhere,
That's fair. Like, our
and
scripts
AI
are
is based.
proofread
AI
by
is based off
ChatGPT.
of the way that AI is based off of the way that we speak. So
Yeah, I don't think there's conclusive evidence to say this is AI, so I'm just going to
I
give
don't
the
think
benefit
it's
of the doubt.
AI.
This weapon is such an OG weapon to me. It's so special and will always hold a special place
That
in my
wouldn't
heart.
explain
The
some
Breaker
things.
gets an S tier. The Laz 16 Sickle is
Oh,
Yes.
cool. It's the sickle.
Boy.
I don't...
the infinite
boy.
ammo dream for
Somehow this
Helldivers who
light
hate
pen
reloading
weapon
and
made
love
it
the
into the number
aesthetics of
2
a
spot.
high-tech sewing
Explain.
machine. It's essentially an assault rifle that went to college, got an engineering degree, and decided bullets were too 20th century. But be careful, like all laser weapons, watch your heatsink. If it pops, you have to then reload like a common peasant.
Why is she explaining to me the concept of a heatsink? Why didn't I do that with the first... I mean, this
Yeah.
sickle is A tier, in my opinion, but I respect the opinion if someone says it's S tier.
No, it's an
60
S tier.
damage, a second fire rate of 7, a recoil of 2, and a
Fair,
750 round
I would,
fire rate.
I would not put it as the second best weapon in the game.
Always have
Maybe
a
not.
deep love for the sickle.
But
It is
it's up
because
there.
of that deep love that I will always give the sickle an outstanding S tier. The beautifully goated
What are you doing up here? What are you doing here?
this
Editor,
isn't...
no, Editor BMAC, put the image of Steve pillaring up to the ISS on dirt blocks. This does not belong here.
It is so A tier. It is the textbook definition of A tier. It is the A-tieriest A-tier to ever belong in A-tier. I don't know why. It's like, it is not the best weapon in the game. Full stop. It's cool that it's pocket anti-tank, but it runs into the problem of being really, like, finicky to use, because it's an OPS
Hey, you know
on
what
a
else is
stick.
pocket anti-tank?
What?
Thermite.
Yeah, it's like, it's really finicky to use, where you're constantly
I think after they nerfed the demolition force, I personally, just a disclaimer, I personally have not used the ultimatum.
I have.
But I think after they nerfed the demolition force, why would I bring this over 3 thermites?
The thing with
And
the
a grenade.
ultimatum, to me, is it's so... You have to kind of, like, make sure you're using it in a situation where you don't blow yourself up. And you kind of have to, like, put yourself in the right situation. Which means it's not as universal as any other form of anti-tank in the game. It's very finicky, and I wouldn't use situational, but kind of. I used it when I'm using the Maxigun. I bring the ultimatum, but it is the worst form of anti-tank in the game. It is not. It is A tier. It is not the best weapon in the game by any metric.
GP20 Ultimatum Special Sidearm. It's effectively a handheld
I mean, if you're
120
measuring
millimeter
how
orbital strike
fast you
that's
can run out of ammo, it's the best weapon in the game.
Super Earth accidentally shrunk in the wash. This delete button deals 4,500 damage. For context, that isn't a bullet. That's localized natural disaster, capable of one-shotting illuminate ships, one-shotting tanks, one-shotting chargers, Bile Titans, Hulks, Fabricate.
But I hope you're not in close quarters.
You know what else one-shot the tank, Bile Titans, chargers, and Hulks? A thermite nade.
It's like, I hope you're not in close quarters. I hope your opponents aren't actually far away. And even in the perfect situation for the ultimatum, it's not better than anything else, and you only get 2 shots. Like, it's not a bad weapon. Yeah. It is not a bad weapon. But it's not the best weapon in the game.
Even being capable of one-shotting Carl. Why are you looking at me like that? Why do you know? Our stats are as follows: 3,000 damage. Yes, I corrected it. Capacity of 1, recoil of 32, and a fire rate of 900. I'm pretty sure 900 is what they staple on it when it's a single shot, but I don't know. Could be wrong. The ultimatum's in S tier.
Okay, this is the final tier list. This is
just bad.
This is... What can we say about this tier list that isn't obvious just from kind of looking at it for 5 seconds? It's got weapons. It's on my screen. It is a tier list. The
amount of average weapons is below average.
This is bad.
And I know that sounds like a stupid statement, but he said that C was the average tier. And there's like 7 weapons in there.
This is...
I mean, yeah.
This is bad. Oh, God.
Trident deserved better than this.
I don't know. There's still...
Scythe deserved better than this.
There's still 49 seconds left in the video, so maybe he'll just, like, reveal it was all rage bait the whole time.
Wow, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much. I genuinely do appreciate it. This is my first video I've ever posted, so if you do want to see more content like this or have any ideas, please feel absolutely free to let me know. How would you place the weapons on the tier list? What are your favorite weapons? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. I want to see what you all think. What about me? And if you want to see Carl get out of the hospital and make it back safely, since I won't be
got the rage bait down.
Be sure to like and subscribe. As 12 likes is exactly what we need to get him out of the hospital and back.
Yeah, this is a very well-edited video with some pretty good performance and some great jokes.
Jimmy Neutron fans are gonna kill me, but I love the Ron Weasley Helldiver.
Okay, sure.
Like, I know it's not Ron Weasley, but I think he's funny.
But the script... Oh
Just
my
that.
lord, dude.
Can I get some ibuprofen?
Like, the ibuprofen bit is great, the Carl bit is great, but this...
Oh, it's Carl! That's who it is. It's Carl.
This is...
That's the guy.
It is one of those things where you look at it, and you try to work out, like... What would it take for someone to believe this? You know? Like...
Not having played the game before?
No, I'm thinking,
Being like a
like...
level 5 diver, maybe?
It would take more than, like, caffeine and alcohol. Maybe, like, really powerful sleep medication?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. It's the internet. There are people who
I've heard
have opinions that
melatonin
are...
can make you have fever dreams, so maybe he was just on a melatonin trip.
This entire script was written while he was, like, sleepwalking, and he just woke up, looked at it, and was like, fuck it.
Maybe he even recorded while he was sleeping, too.
No, they were pretty fun. But, yeah, honestly, this video was a fun time to watch.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thanks for
It was
watching.
interesting enough. It was interesting enough that I stopped playing Helldivers for it. And I don't even do that for my girlfriend.
That is some real Sato lore, which you got for watching so long into this video. And in conclusion, go subscribe to this guy. Tell him he's wrong, and then subscribe to him anyways. And leave your thoughts about the tier list in the comments below, in our comments, in his comments. And
Flame him, flame him, flame him, flame him, flame him, flame him, flame him.
thank you to the guy
Don't
for
actually.
allowing us to do
Actually
this reaction video in the first place.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this is just our opinion on his opinion on the game. Subscribe. Bye.